Hello and welcome to a brand new video, and today I am sharing my art haul with you. So I am very excited. I have been to a local art shop. There's not very many of them around anymore, sadly, so it's such a treasure trove to go in and pick lots of things, so I'll be going through those with you. I've also had a cult pens order because I needed some more Neocolor 2s. I'll show you the ones I already have in a second. And I'll start with this. I've bought myself a brand new moleskin. So if we get into this a second. So if we unwrap this a second, let's get rid of the rubbish and dive into the inside. I have never had a moleskin this size before. It's huge, which is amazing. I love that it lies pretty much flat, which is quite fun. You sort of have to bend the spine a little bit, but yeah, hopefully you can see there. It's pretty much laying flat, which is lovely. The reason I chose the moleskin is I have been working in this smaller version, and I absolutely love it. I love the quality of the paper. I love how my materials work on here. This is Neocolor 2s. It just takes it really well, look, really well. Basically no buckling. I can draw onto this as well. It's really smooth, gorgeous paper. So I love that combination, obviously, of drawing and using some kind of watery colours. So whether it's watercolour or my Neocolors. So yeah, this is a firm favourite. It's fast become my favourite sketchbook. And I thought it would be really fun to try the bigger size. So I love doing things like this, doing the double page spreads. So it'll be fun to either, I can just do that on one page in this new book here, or I can go even bigger and use a whole double page spread here. So just work even bigger. So that will be really fun to do. Obviously, if you watch my last video, you'll know that I'm working on my 365-day project, and I've only got a couple of pages left in here, literally like 2 spreads worth, 2 spreads, yeah. And then I'm ready to start a new book. So I thought this would be really fun to change the format, change the size, the scale of how I'm working. So I'm going to carry on my 365-day project in this larger moleskin. So you'll notice as well, the beginnings of this, the front of this moleskin, I basically always leave the first few pages blank, and that's kind of like blank page fear, I guess you'd call it. I always do it, but I was thinking it might be quite fun in this one to swatch some of my colours. So I really don't like these front pages here where it's not, I don't know, they're kind of stuck together. Anyway, this is the beginning, so we could use this to swatch some colours. So let's dive into maybe the cult pens order. That's this. So I'll show you my pencil case that I've been working with so far. These are my firm favourites that I always work with. I've got quite a few Neocolors in here already, and I basically needed a top-up of some of them. So if I get these out, I've got some browns. I've been trying to work with more earthy tones. This, oh my goodness, I have to mention this. This is the Holbein pencil. I love these pencils. I'm definitely going to order some of these soon to dry some more out because they are just so gorgeous. I love the kind of waxy feel of them. But for now, let's get out all of these, and I want to show you the ones that I'm trying to replace. They're right in the bottom here. Okay, let's get rid of those. So here we have like my most precious Neocolors. This one is possibly my favorite. I have no idea what it is. I've tried to guess as best I could from the color chart that was on the internet on cult pens, but this is all I have left of this Neocolor, so I desperately need to replace it. The same with this gorgeous kind of rich pinky color, and I've also got this one, which I think is a Prussian blue, but you can see how much I love these because there's hardly anything left. Other firm favourites that I do still have like more sections of, so I've kind of snapped them in half and have extra bits. But yeah, this is kind of the rest of my collection that I've been working with recently. So pinks, I've added in a yellow, some kind of orangey browny colours, and a few greens. So I really love this sort of minty green. I think it's called jade turquoise or jade, I can't remember, something like that anyway. So yeah, both of these are beautiful, like really light bright colours, but we'll swatch them all together first. So if we swatch my favourites, and then we can swatch the new ones to see if I've managed to actually get some of these ones that I really wanted, and to replace them. So as you can see, gorgeous colour there. So that's that one. Let's just do the ones I'm trying to replace first. So I think that one's the Prussian blue, and we've got this one here. So I'm just going to add in a load of these. I don't always know the names of them. I'm trying to be better now at kind of maybe keeping the section that actually has the name of the colour on it. That would kind of be helpful. So here we go, let's swatch all of these. I'm also going to activate them as well. So as you can see, they're really creamy, they go down really beautifully. They leave a little bit of texture, which I really love, but once you activate them and the water flows, they become something completely different. So there's this kind of red, we've got this brown. So let's see if I've got a water pen that's got some water in. Yes, this one does. It's quite a small nib. Okay, so that's how gorgeous is this. You can see why that is a favourite of mine. Absolutely beautiful. Then we've got this, which I'm pretty sure is the Prussian blue. And this gorgeous pinky, almost like a raspberry type colour. It's gorgeous, I love it. And then this, I think it's just called rose or pink. Let's see, yeah, pink. This is just the Neo colour pink. This one is orangish yellow. It's just beautiful. Bold and bright, just a gorgeous colour. This one is salmon, which is quite a nice fleshy colour, which I really love. And of course here we've got jade green, is this? Something like that. And this is either sky blue or bright blue or light blue, something like that. This one's lovely. This is light olive, and it's quite a yellowy, spring-like green, which is really beautiful for those kind of bright spring-like leaves. So I love combining these two here when I'm doing leaves and foliage. This one is I think it's just olive. I'm going to have to look that up. This is a lovely earthy tone. Gorgeous, and it is raw umber. So lovely colour. And see how bright this one is. This is what I love about the Neo Colour 2s, is they have such kind of vibrant pigment. They're just so saturated. The pigment is just gorgeous. They're so beautiful. And I love being able to create like a wash. You can also do a fine line drawing with these, and then use these kind of to colour it in and then activate. See, this is why I love this sort of reddy browny colour, which is russet. So these are the firm favourites that I have been working with recently. So let's unpack these now and swatch these new ones and see. I'm really hoping that this is the same one. Gosh, the packaging's different. Okay, malachite green. Let's put it here. Oh yes, I think this is it. That looks pretty good to me. Malachite green. We have got Prussian blue. Yes, I'm going to shift this across so you can see the whole page. Prussian blue. I also got this one. Yeah, light blue. I don't think it's the same actually. It's not the same. So that's interesting. Trying to get a similar one to this. But it's not the one I thought. So I need to go back to my colour chart and see what other blues they have. I was also trying to replace this one here. So we've got two because I couldn't tell from the colour chart which was which. To begin with, this ruby red one looked most like it, but I can already see it's different. So we'll pop that one down. Very nice colour though, very nice. So I think it's this one, the Carmine? Anyway, this one, yes, it's this one. This is the one. So I'm really glad that at the last second I noticed that this was on the colour chart as well. And sometimes you've just kind of got to go with it and order both just to make sure. I realised that I kind of had a bit of a hole in my colour palette as well. Ochre. I didn't have anything kind of beigey, light browny. I had these sort of more face tones, flesh tones, the yellow, and then it kind of went more into the umbers, or maybe this one is close, but it's still very kind of orangey reddy, and I wanted something a little bit more ochre-y. That is gorgeous, isn't it? So that's literally ochre, and this one I got just for fun because it looked awesome. It's called Gold, so we will see what this is like. And it's actually, I was intrigued to see whether it would be metallic. Is it? Oh my goodness, it is. Wow. That is nice. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Very slightly, doesn't really pick it up. Very slightly, it's got some sort of, what do you call it, mica in it? But yeah, it's quite similar actually to this one. So yeah, but there's just a shimmery depth to it as well. That's really beautiful. That's lovely. So yeah, interesting. Let's activate the ochre. So yeah, kind of in the realms, somewhere between this one and this one here. That's nice, isn't it? They go lovely together, don't they? It's more orangey than I thought it would be. I thought it would be more of a neutrally beige, which is interesting. I guess actually, yeah, this one has really gone quite neutral, almost greyish. Now this is quite fun to see. I can see the paper very slightly buckling, but yeah, just testing out all of these kind of colour pigments on this paper. You can see there I've added quite a bit of water and there's very slightly coming through there, so that's interesting. Right, this one, let's activate this. This is absolutely my favourite colour of the whole bunch. So it's good to know that that is the malachite green. Yes, obviously this gorgeous, gorgeous blue as well. Prussian blue. It looks quite dark like that, and then when you activate it, it becomes quite a bright blue. So what's this one then? Light blue, which is similar to this. I do really like this one. Not sure what it is about that. This one almost feels slightly, I don't know, brighter, like a faker blue. Is that even a thing? They do look kind of similar, but there's something, yeah, I do really like this one. Let's activate this one, our ruby red, which is a lovely, lovely red, but you can see it is different. This one's more muted. And then obviously, how gorgeous is this? This is what I love about this one. Let's make sure you're on camera. Look at it, it's just so beautiful. Look at how gorgeous that is. Really get some gorgeous, really light pinks out of that as well. So I'm really pleased with that haul. That was from Cult Pens. So I will write down what all of these are, and I'm really pleased that I've managed to find definitely these two replacement, and obviously this one again as well. So yeah, really loving that. And at least now I know what they're called, so I can reorder them again. I want to now show you as well the things that I got from my local art shop. So should we move this for a second? I got this paper totally on a whim. I'm addicted to sketchbooks and I just couldn't help myself. So A5 150 GSM, which is interesting because I'm pretty sure that what we just looked at there is 165, and that was slightly buckling under the water. But this is just gorgeous. So yeah, handmade cotton rag, recycled paper, 20 sheets of it. It's got a texture to it. It's really lovely though, really lovely. I love the edges. That would be so nice to maybe just do some fun little one-off pieces that I could sell in my shop. That's really nice. But yeah, I love the edges, if you can see that. They're kind of like that torn look. Really textured, so it'll be really fun to play around with those. And again, on a whim, I got pencils. So these are the pencils I went for. I could not for the life of me remember what pencils I did have, what I didn't have. They're kind of, I've got some here which are my go-to colours. Again, we can swatch these a second. Oh, I missed a little one. Here's my orange, flame red, this one. You can swatch that one as well. So these are the colours that I have been using a lot recently. I had a Colour Soft, Derwent Colour Soft set. So I've got quite a few of those pencils. They're kind of a good starting point. They're the cheaper end of the scale. I don't have a huge budget to spend on art supplies, so this was quite extravagant to have a couple of little hauls. Let's get my book back again. So here's our big moleskin. This is quite nice to have everything in one place at the beginning. I am just going to swatch that lovely orange. Here it is. Yeah, the flame red. So if we put that on here, you can see it's quite similar to this one, which was the vermilion. Right, let me move all of these out the way. Now we can swatch what I have here. Okay, so first of all I'm going to activate this. So yeah, lovely, just gorgeous orange. I'd really like to have a look through this and see what colours I'm missing at the end of it as well. So let's go in then with my Colour Softs. I've got a nice blue, yep, literally blue, scarlet, deep fuchsia, indigo. Love an indigo. I really love blues. Pink lavender. So I think that one's slightly more on the purpley realms. Blush pink. You can see that I really like my pinks. There's something about, I don't know, I've just been really loving pink and blue together. Is that all of those? Oh no, I've got this one as well, which is a pink. Just plain old pink. So you can see there the difference in those pinks. Quite a few different ones in there. I have got these two Holbein ones. I will show you the white in a second, kind of over a darker one. But yeah, I just love how this is. It's just Such a gorgeous way to get down block colour. So waxy and beautiful. They're just amazing to work with. They're definitely my favourite pencils. People always say that they prefer the Luminance. Luminance is nice, but look, it gives that, I don't know, that texture. I don't know that I'm the biggest fan of that. But it does go down lovely on this paper. So that was the Payne's Grey. This is the dark indigo. And then if I do this over the top, so this is the soft white. It's gorgeous. So I got this tip from Frances Ives. I watch her Patreon. I absolutely love it. But look at that, isn't that beautiful? So yeah, this was a tip from her that the soft white really goes over other things really well. Look at that. So that's a gorgeous white pencil to then draw over the top of things. It's lovely. So yes, that's a beautiful one. And then I've got this one Derwent drawing pencil, the Crag Green. These are really gorgeous. So lovely, like earthy tone, which kind of is somewhere in here really, in the realms between these two. And then I really love these. These are awesome. The Caran d'Ache Super Colour 2 Soft. Supra Colour. So yeah, these are basically watercolour pencils. So again, you can activate them. So I've got this one, which is Blue Azure. Is that right? Azurite Blue. So a gorgeous turquoise, because I love blues and turquoises, and of course I love pinks as well. And this one is Salmon. So again, gorgeous pencils, really nice to use as a pencil, but also really nice to then activate and it becomes a watercolour. So you can see there, really lovely. Really lovely. So they're the pencils I've been working with that I already have. So let's delve into these brand new pencils over here. So we went for more, are these Derwent Colour Softs? No, they're Inktense. Oh yay, so yeah, watercolour ones basically. And then to start with, I thought these were Holbein, but they're not. They didn't have any Holbeins. These are the Faber-Castell Polychromos, which I've never used before. Never tried them. I just love the fact you can see the colours on them as well. They're easy for you, when you're reaching into your pencil case for them. I need to get a new pencil case. That's on the list. So yeah, let's try the Polychromos. So lovely pigment. I'll see how I get on with these. I reckon you could get some good detail. They feel quite kind of hard and solid. So that one is the May Green. So again, yeah, lovely like this, that lovely sort of spring green. Is this an ochre-y one? We have got brown ochre. So yeah, beautiful. This is something I really felt like I was missing. Which again, lovely ochre colour, goes really well with this one here, the ochre neo colour. Nice with that as well. So yeah, pleased with those. I've also got this one, which is Sanguine. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that terribly. But again, another really nice browny colour, very similar to this. Look at that, very similar. Yeah, very similar. So a nice sort of rich orangey brown. Got an orange, which is called Orange Glaze. So yeah, these are gorgeous colours. And again, nice with that. Nice with that one as well. That was the flame. No, that was the flame red. I should really write down what all these colours are. I will do that in a second. A pink, because obviously I'm addicted to pinks. So that one's Fuchsia. almost a purpley pink actually, but if you see, it goes really well with this colour. So again, what I said was my favourite. Really similar there. So I'm always drawn to the same colours, which is interesting. I think it's good to note that. I think it's really interesting to see what you're naturally drawn to and almost look at other people's work as well. I find that interesting, looking at other people's work and what I'm drawn to in their work and why. Like I really love like Emily Powell's work, really bold, bright, beautiful, quite childlike, free drawings. They're just gorgeous, but the colour she uses is amazing. Flora Bowley as well, gorgeous colours. Alina Hennessy, same thing again, gorgeous colours, intuitive sort of abstract painting, but bold use of colour I think is something I'm learning that I really am drawn to, but learning more about myself that I need to be bolder as well. So really allowing myself to dive into that, and I don't know, not trying to go with a realistic colour palette. I think that's the thing about art. You can play and have fun and make the world a better place because of your art and because of what you're creating. You don't have to replicate what's in front of you. I see a lot of artists doing that, and there's nothing wrong with that. We have so many artists here in Cornwall where I live, and technically their work is insanely beautiful and amazing, but some of it I find quite boring, and I felt really bad for feeling like that. But it was just interesting noticing that within myself, that internal dialogue I had when I realised that I like fun, colourful, joyful things. And that was a huge realisation for me. Like I'd rather take a photograph of something than reproduce it in a realistic way. And I think that's still something I'm coming to terms with, to be honest. Now this is an interesting colour. This is deep cobalt green. I don't have anything like this, if you notice anywhere else. Again, I think I was trying to find something more to go with my leafies. So when I do sort of florally, trees, leafy green things, look how different that is to the other kind of green things that I'm using. And I need kind of, I guess that one's more of a, a leaf green as well. So it's quite nice. They're lovely together, actually, those two. But it's interesting that I don't have a huge range of greens. Blues is something I always gravitate towards. And obviously the pinks, you can see I've got quite a few little pinks in here. But yeah, green. Maybe there's a bit of a gap here for some more greens if they want to come into my world. Really pleased with this. So I'm just going to pull you up a bit. There we go, so you can see the whole page. So I'm really pleased with this. This is gorgeous. What a gorgeous, gorgeous art haul. I'm just going to write all of these out so that then you can see what they all are. And more importantly, for my future self, when I'm like, oh yeah, I love that, I need to reorder that, what is it? Then at least I know what it is. And then, yeah. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this inspiring. I hope you have come across some exciting new colours that you love the look of. And yeah, I'm definitely inspired to maybe, find some more greens, maybe some more yellows or something. Interesting sort of looking at where there might be holes or gaps. I don't have many darks either. I've got these two darks here. So interesting where there's gaps in my colour palette. And also how bright and bold my colour palette is. So that's almost something to accept or realise, or just learning about myself, the things that I am intuitively drawn to, and the way that I've liked working. I'll love to see at the end of my 365-day project if I'm still working in these colours or if it's been more refined as I've gone along, if things have changed, and maybe what new colours I'm working with. But for now, I will see you again for another video soon. Lots of love. Bye. And I am back again. I completely forgot to swatch these, which are the ink tents. Oh, look, I've got... And not all of these ink tents, look. Didn't realise that. I've got Artists, Derwent Artist and Derwent Inktense. Interesting, because I thought they were all Inktense ones. Let's swatch them and see what happens. Moss Green, so how I was talking about not having very many moss greens, I don't like that. I don't like it. It's scratchy. To be honest, it's quite, I don't know, it's a slightly darker colour. Oh, it is scratchy. Let's see if it will activate. That's not an Inktense one. No, oh, I'm a bit upset about that. Not an Inktense one. So let's do the other one, which is also not an Inktense one. Magenta. Magenta's not quite so scratchy. I think I prefer the fuchsia there. Yeah, not a fan of those pencils, unfortunately. And the Inktense, which was the ones I was excited about, I've got the Carmine Pink, which is what this colour is up here. So let's see what this is like. Oh, wow. That's like a burgundy. What's this like? Gosh, that's interesting, that is, isn't it? That's similar to the ruby red up here. Very deep. Look how saturated that is. That is beautiful though, isn't it? Very different from the Neo colour. Very much similar to the ruby red, but lovely. The Inktense are lovely. And let's just do that other Inktense one, which is that an I? I don't even know how to say that. Is that an L? Lonian green? It's a green anyway. So again, sort of a nice deep foresty green. That's lovely, isn't it? That's a nice colour. And if I pop this over here as well, we'll be able to see that in with our greens. That's definitely a green I was missing. Beautiful. So yeah, Inktense good. What were the other ones? Derwent Artist, not good. Scratchy and strange. But yeah, oh, I'm a bit annoyed. I thought they were all those. But yeah, lovely. I'd like to get some more Inktense ones actually. Just because of how beautiful and saturated that colour is. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Really gorgeous how much colour you get out of that. So yes, definitely one to watch there, the Inktense. Really pleased with those. So I will add those little labels in. Maybe make a note of that as well. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this one. I look forward to doing some more art hauls with you soon. Lots of love. Bye.